match to change. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The throw missed. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Both fighters planning something? Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? That corner is starting to try to make something happen with flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts anti-air in the clutch. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Up to spin the meter of the super. Back to the court. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? Links it. Turns out. Talk more. Fuel was over in a flash. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Can't tech the throw. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Opts for the super arc. Perfect time to spend the meter. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Rolling Sova stops the attack by using a drive parry. Perfect input, not letting up. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Breaks the block with a throw. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Shows a medium kick. Air slasher. Medium kick hits. Checks him with a projectile. Springs forward with a drive rush. Will we see a drive impact? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Not much life difference. Saw that coming. Pokes with a medium kick. Blaster! Drive rush to keep it going. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Checks with a sandblast. Will this super art do anything? Too slow. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! So how is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Shoots off a fireball up close. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Knockdown. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Takes a trip. Player 1, Jake intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them, drive rush to keep it going. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Springs forward with the drive rush. A drive impact could end it all here. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Sandblast. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Checking the crowns them from above. All in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Grabs and throws him away. Both drive rush. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Knocks them out of the air. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. What are they gonna do? Presses for a reaction with a fire forward rush. Oh, burnout! Do they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Too slow. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Perfect input, not letting up. From up above. Can't tech the throw. Good parry there, and so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Checks with the projectile. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Sticks the combo. Feeling out the spacing. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Burnout is triggered. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nails the anti-air. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Sandblast. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Will we see a drive impact? Dashes forward. Big throws. Not much life difference. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in, they were right to be on guard there. Coming flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Fires a blast. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Gets carried to throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that leg sit. Just frame knuckle. Both sides. Ooh, what a smart throw. Ooh, you never know. Getting it all on the drive rush. Dangerous forward rush. Connects with the throw. These guys are not giving each other in drive rush. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. All in with a rush. Looking for a hole, closes in. Will they gamble something here on a drive? They're just gonna go for it with the super. Getting it all on the drive rush. And it all planned out. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Grabs them. Knockdown. Long low attack hits. Combo with the target combo. The quarter opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws them to negate the block. Sandblast. Uses the target combo as a filler. Grabs and throws them away. A quick breathe. They're going for the super art?
Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up.
Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner kick. Dashes up. Smart play. Connects with the throw.
Hits the drive. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. All in with the rush. Perfect flash knuckle.
Good reads the jump in perfectly. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.